Yo, 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 what is going on, Mobley sports fans, and welcome to the quarterfinals for the Critical Ops Embers of Victory Season 2 tournament. I am Son of Death, and I am joined by Manthus here on the mic. How are you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, ready to cast some of these games we got going on today.
Most definitely excited to hop into it. We got Ruthless Gaming versus Team Rain coming up here, but before we do that, we got to talk about a few things. I think we're going to go ahead and hop right into the information about the Embers of Victory tournament season number 2. Manthus, you want to tell them about the prize pool and what these teams are playing for?
Yeah, so our prize is looking pretty sick for this tournament. At first place, the team that wins for this week in 500 US dollars, 15,000 CF credits in game. They'll be getting 5 points for the World Championship, and that's pretty nice how you can get points towards the World Championship at the end of the year just from this tournament. And in addition to that, you can also get 5 of the MES emblems and 500 MES credits. Our second place team is going to be looking at a solid $100, 5,000 COPS credits, and they will be getting 3 points from the World Championship as well.
Indeed. And for those of you wondering, this is 64 teams were selected to compete here in this tournament, 32 of which were from the European and Asia region, and 32 of which were from the North America and South American region. You can see here on screen right now, and they are going head-to-head here in the quarters final. So we're working with the European and Asia side today for Team Rain versus Ruthless Gaming. It is a defuse the bomb game mode, and of course, Mantis has already gone over the prizes there. Chat, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking the W on this. Will be Ruthless Gaming or Team Rain. Now, these teams will be going head to head in a best of 3 today, so we're at least going to have 2 maps, potentially 3. But before we get over to talk about those maps, let's look at the individual teams themselves and the stats that they have and how they're going to stack up and maybe some potential predictions here. Ruthless Gaming here on screen. Manthus, what you seeing?
I mean, right now, just looking from the stats, we can see, their KD ratios, they're looking kind of nice. I'm seeing specifically X Brown. He's got a KD of 2.67. That's looking pretty high. But everyone else having kind of average KDs, pretty close to 1. So, overall, we can see they don't really have many achievements from previous tournaments. I guess Ruthless, they're kind of a newer team with this lineup. So, they're probably, I guess, maybe sort of the newcomers coming into this round. So we'll have to see how they're
Yeah, no,
able to perform.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, there's no really big achievements there online for Team Range. We'll take a look at it in just a second. But I do Titos and Kippy both look familiar. I can't say where I've seen them play previously, but those names do look familiar. So they stick out. So they must have done something impressive previously that I remember. Now, speaking of something impressive previously, we have some impressive achievements from Team Rain, and their image should be popping up here on screen right now. Mantis, you want to run over that and the stacked set of achievements they have here?
Yeah, I would definitely say stacked. Just looking from this, they basically dominated the entire European circuit for season 3. They won month 1, month 2, and they won the finals. So basically, Reign is like, we are the champs of EU. They're looking pretty unstoppable right now. So I definitely say that they're the more experienced team going into this tournament. So we're gonna have to see how Ruthless is gonna be able to perform versus them.
Yeah, definitely, and that could be to their advantage that they're more experienced. However, they're more experienced. They've played more on stream. They're a little more well known. That might play to Ruthless's advantage as they might be able to have built some strats around it, and they're a little more unknown, and they might be able to have a couple tricks up their sleeve. Well, speaking of tricks up their sleeve, let's go ahead and hop over and check out the maps and see which maps they're going to be playing on. Manthus, you want to take this away?
Yeah, sure. So looking at our map vetoes, it looks like Ruthless Gaming went ahead and banned Grounded off the rip. So looking like they don't want to play that map. And then Rain went ahead and countered with the Village ban. I don't like to see that. I hate how Village gets banned early, but it is what it is. And then Ruthless, they're going to end up picking Plaza for the first map. Rain going to be picking Canals for the second
Ooh,
map.
taking it old school.
Going to be interesting, yeah. Ruthless, they went ahead and banned Raid. And it's looking like Rain went ahead and banned Soar. And we got Ruthless banning Legacy. Looking like Rain went ahead and banned Bureau, which is going to leave Port as a decider. So we're going to be having Plaza map 1, Canals map 2, and Port for the decider. So
That's
that's going to
it.
be interesting.
Yeah, that is a really interesting decider map to have on the decider there for Port. Playing map number 1 here on Plaza, that'll definitely be interesting. nade stacking is potentially something we can see brought in from the coalition side. Sometimes teams don't do that. It seems like they got a gentleman's agreement, gentleman's a bargain there. They're not going to do the nade stacking. Although sometimes they do. It's not banned, so they definitely can go ahead and do that. So I'd be looking out for that on the coalition side. Obviously, you're kind of fighting an uphill battle there on the breach side when you're trying to get towards the bomb site. So there could be it could be a little bit of a difficult side for whoever starts there on the breach side. What are your predictions coming in here? Do you see one team stacking nades for the coalition side? Do you see maybe a team that's got a little more experience here on the breach side that you know of, Manthus?
I mean, obviously, I think Rain is probably gonna have more experience. As for the stacking nades, I don't really know if it's gonna happen. I mean, like you were saying, it's kind of like a gentleman's agreement. I can say for sure I don't see Rain doing it. Usually, when a team stacks nades, it's usually when they think they're gonna lose, and I feel like maybe Ruthless, knowing that they don't have all the achievements Rain does, they might try and opt to go for that cheeky thing. The more important part is whoever gets coalition in the second half, because usually they can just go the first half and say, okay, we're not stacking nades, we're gonna play it cool, and then once they switch to the coalition side, they can be sneaky and say, psych, we are gonna stack the nades, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. How you play on that first side can definitely play into that. I think we're about to head into the map here. Sorry, I was just doing something here in the background. We are all good now. Chat, there should be a poll popping up here in the YouTube comment section shortly. If it's not up already, let us know who you think will be taking this. Also, let us know down in the comment section as well what your thoughts are. Give us a little more in-depth. We will say, do you think Team Rules is going to win or Team Rain? But I'm curious to see what the chat thinks on the round count. Is it going to be a big difference? Is it going to be very, very close? Is there one map you think one team has a significant advantage over the other on? Always, again, curious to see what the chat's thoughts are down there. All right, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and hop over here to the knife round and see who's going to be starting out on which side. There we go. Moving down towards the mid. A little back and forth action, just dancing around a little bit. I think they're going to go ahead and engage, and that's a first there. Geisha striking down 2 and quickly follow their Fallen Knight, and it's going to be the coalition there winning that knife round. Team Rain will decide which side they want to start on, and they'll probably start there on the coalition side. I would say that's what they're going to go for. Ruthless
I always feel
Gaming.
like it's kind of interesting how I always feel like the team that people think are better always ends up winning the knife. Like a superior team, they somehow always win the knife round.
Yeah, good point. And we are off here, starting off. Map number 1 is underway here on Plaza.
Up and right into this pistol round here. We're seeing the deagle buys coming out from both sides. Looking like a lot of deagle buys came in. So far, no trains coming out yet. It's looking like Ruthless taking this pistol a little slowly. We can see on the minimap they're kind of stacked over towards A mid. Kind of just waiting, see what kind of plays take action here. And Rain, they've got a pretty good default setup around the map, just, playing slow, waiting for Ruthless to make a move. I wonder if they know that Ruthless is stacked there over towards the A mid position. They're kind of just holding their spots on A side, not really taking any gunfights right now. Oh, and I wonder if they're gonna... Looks like they're backing up here, maybe. I don't know if Ruthless got spotted out or something, but they're gonna be all backing up over towards the mid side of the map here. Slowly making their way towards B long. Oh, and Dungeon here. Bentley's really gonna have to perform huge here, especially if they push him towards house.
Yeah, you should
And
at
yeah,
least have
some
one
debris
pushing
come
up
his
here.
way. Oh yeah.
Yeah. GTA about to pop around the corner here, see if he can get away with one of those bikes. Dungeon sitting right up here, about to go ahead and drop the hammer down those players. Gain's gonna see one, finds North back there, double up on recycles. Geisha finding Brown, but Brown is able to put down Dungeon here. Fallen Knight putting down Banes, and now it's a 1 versus 2. It's GTA left alive, trying to peel out of there. Unfortunately for him, his tire does get popped. Fallen Knight drops him, and Team Rain winning that pistol round. They will now have that cash advantage as we move in here to round number 2, and statistically speaking, Team Rain will be able to take the next 2 rounds. Although, we'll see what Ruthless Gaming can do here. If they have something up their sleeves, they can go ahead and pull out and be a little bit of an anomaly here and tie this round 2 up.
Yeah, I mean, Rain, as of right now, they got the buy advantage, and they're able to buy those shotguns, those SMGs, since they're on defense, and still make it work. You can already see Flawless pushed up here with the MP7, and there are a lot of players outside A mid, so he might get some clashing here, but it's looking like they're not going to push through that smoke. There's a little spraying, and he is going to be backing up here, reloading that weapon. And Ruthless, they're not ready to push in yet. They're waiting for the smoke for the util to disappear, and then maybe they're going to try and overwhelm someone. But as of right now, it looks like the bomb is actually sitting by itself towards mid, so maybe they're going to try and make some noise over towards A, see if they can't force the rotation off of Rain here. And yeah, I'm seeing 3 players bunching up towards A long. Actually looks like they're all coming for the A side now. And the gunfire's starting to come in. Even trade coming out from both teams, down to a 4v4 already.
45 seconds here on the clock. Still a good amount of time here for the T's, but they're going to need to start moving here. They don't want to wait too much longer. I like Dungeon's position here with his FP6 in hand right on the elbow stairs. 35 seconds, they're definitely feeling the pressure. Flawless getting a kill there on GTA, and Brown going to go ahead and trade Geisha out. 3 versus 3 here. They need to start pushing up here. Flawless feeling the pressure just a little bit. Doesn't want to extend himself too much. Trying to dance back and forth between the pillars. Misses that frag. Hill's going to take up one, but quickly traded out there. Back and forth right now. Gainsey finding North. Seems to angle himself properly to get that 2K, and he doesn't. Gainsey doubles up there on Brown with the SA-58, and Team Rain is going to take that round. Really like the way Rain played there. There were a couple moments where I thought they were going to overextend. I believe it was Fallen Knight. Actually, Faultless, who had pushed up there A long and was looking like he was going to go ahead and push in there towards Cross, but decided not to, moved back with his team, and just waited for the breach to push towards him. I think that was a very, very well-played decision there. Team Rain up here 2-0 as we move into round number 3.
And yeah, I mean, Ruthless, they got the buys now. I mean, they did manage to make that round close. They brought it down to only 2 players, so they definitely helped with hurting the Rain economy, and maybe that'll give them their round. Already GTA hidden with that opening pick over towards Belong, and Venali has the shotgun still from last round. He's gonna get full flash, and oh, he can't manage to find the pick. That's gonna be unfortunate. So that gun unfortunately going to waste. But now Geisha, he's about to have a huge gunfight here. But oh, the flashes come out and he can't see anything. He's just spraying. The utility from Ruthless is gonna help them maybe take this B side here. And they spotted the player over towards house. That's gonna be the bomb as well. And now they have information that the bomb is up there in house, but he is gonna be backing out. And Ruthless, they do have the man advantage right now, but the question is, are they going to commit to B? I'm not sure if they're planning for this rotation or not, but it looks like Fallen Knight is already pushed up towards A long and potentially looking for the cutoff.
Definitely not going to leave anything up to chance. Yeah, they're definitely not going to leave anything up to chance here, but 2 players left alone here on B site.
Looking like maybe Brown, I think he disconnected or something. It looks like he's sort of lagging out. I don't know. I think he's back now. He was lagging for a sec there. But he's able to grab that bomb, and I think they're committing for B, but Fallen Knight, he's managed to wrap all the way around, and I don't think they're going to expect him on the flank here. Brown gets that trade onto Faultless.
Ooh.
And we're down to a 3v2, and Geisha, huge pick from him, full flash, but he's still able to find the pick, and they're planning, but they don't know that Fallen Knight is coming from the B long flank here, and he should be able to catch them with their backs turned to him. Oh, but Brown turns at the last second, he's able to get the pick on a Fallen Knight.
Geisha,
and the round is 6. Yeah, it's literally depends on him here if they're going to be winning this round. But he's going to get spotted on the Heglish, not much that Geisha can do there. North going to take him out, and Ruthless gets their first round on the board.
Well played there to Ruthless. You said Brown looked like he'd be disconnected. I don't know if they intentionally, or if he was disconnecting, if they were waiting for him to come back, and that's why they hesitated to push in there. They really were working that clock. Or if that was part of their overall strategy. Fallen Knight, if he had a little bit more HP to his name, I think it was only 12 that he had there in round number 3. That could have been a totally different outcome there for Ruthless Gaming. Luckily for him, Brown though had a full stack of health and was able to drop him.
It looks like Faultless is holding B side all alone, just sitting in house. So I mean, he's probably good for 1 if they push him house, but I don't know if that's going to happen as of right now. Ruthless kind of just spreading out, playing for the pick, and Rain, they have a really nice crossfire setup over here on A. Just 4 players, each playing 4 corners. Kind of a OG default strat to play 4 corners. I haven't seen that in a while. And so Rain, they kind of have A side on lockdown. Yeah, not really peeking anything at all.
If they can get a tad bit of information that that's what's going on, I bet you see a very, very quick rotation over here towards B from the breach side of things. Brown looking over there towards his double doors, are slowly moving up. I think you begin to think, okay, maybe you got a bunch of coalition players here inside of this A site. Definitely after some shots been fired, you should have a good idea where these players are at. They're going to be moving up. GTA trying to not get caught, but Gainsey just has a better crosshair positioning. North coming up big with a double kill with the SG in hand. Headshot on Gainsey, and a couple body shots there on the remaining two players. He's just staying alive, putting down Baines, but he's dropped. He's quickly recycled, and Ruthless Gaming has brought this back and has tied it up here as we move into round number 5.
Yeah, Rain almost made that strat work, but I think that's probably the one problem with running 4 corners is that eventually they start pushing up and taking mid and CT, and they're like, okay, I wonder where the players are at. We haven't seen anyone yet, and they sort of get an idea as to what's going on.
Yeah, you start thinking a little bit, and sometimes that can be your worst enemy.
Looking like Ruthless going for a B execute here. Isha already getting that dink onto Brown off the rip, and they're going to be pushing up towards this house area now. And it looks like Rain, they're sort of just playing further back on site. Gainsey unable to find a kill. And that's the B-side players dropped. The smoke's coming out as well. Geisha's forced to sort of just let them have sight. Yeah, the double flash. She can't see anything for days, and they're just going to get the easy bomb plan down. And this round is looking like it might go in favor of Ruthless. Isha able to push with smoke and find one. Flawless coming with the B-long flag as well. It's brought down to a 1 versus 1, but Baines knows where he is. And Flawless going to have to take the range gunfight, and he's not able to win it versus Baines. He's able to bring that round for Ruthless, and they're able to take the lead 3-2 here, definitely turning it around, denying my expectations for sure.
Really like that HK play there by Geisha. Already seen him use it a couple times so far here in this map number 1, and is utilizing it fantastically. Rain going to be forced to go here on a little bit of an eco. Everybody pulling out Deagles here. This should, in theory, be another Ruthless Gaming victory because of this. Best case scenario for Rain, are able to get a couple kills, get the economy back up a little bit, and just try to put a dent in the economy here of Ruthless Gaming. Still a possible win for them, but it's definitely going to be difficult. They're pushing up here. Fault lights already been dropped. North quickly doubling up with the SG in hand. Baines going to be pushing around here, so he's going to rain down any hellfire on top of them from that SG. Gainsey quickly making that rotation over here towards A. He knows where they're coming from. He peeks down, sees one, jiggles back, but Baines is just gonna hit his brains, man. Keisha going down, double up with that at Deagle. Wishes he had that HK there. If he did, I think Brown would have been dropped. One player up to live here. Now, Dungeon trying to find that dragon. Trying to slay him right now. It's GTA who's trying to get out of there with that broken windshield. Bouncing back and forth here off those A stairs. That bomb has now been planted. Dungeon avoiding that grenade. This is going to be a difficult one for him to do. He's looking just to get maybe one more pick. I think if you can do that, you've had a very, very successful eco round.
Oh yeah, man, we already saw Geisha. He got those huge 2 picks, almost a third even with the deagle. That's already a huge performance from Rain on this eco round. He's able to grab an SG though. Oh, and that smoke disappears at literally the worst time. I thought he was going to try and back up and try to save that, but he's going to get taken out there at the last second, unfortunately. Ruthless, I mean, 4-2 score. They're definitely having a really strong breach half right now.
No, definitely are. And usually this map is a little harder to play here on the breach side. Now,
look at that, we're seeing the first year ratio.
Indeed, Fall Knight here. See if he can find one person. He does indeed get that flick there on Brown.
And he's basically called out, all right, I'm the first sniper of this game, and now they're sort of halting their A push. They don't want to push into that U ratio if possible. And so it's looking like Ruthless sort of just sitting in the back of A mid, not really committing for a push here, especially with all these smokes in hand. Actually, it looks like Bane's trying to sneak through the smoke here. Might be able to catch Flawless off guard when the smoke drops. I don't know. Oh, and I think he spotted him out there, and yeah, he's able to take out Flawless, who's hiding behind the sign. Bane's getting that opening pick into the A mid area, and he's able to push up towards mid. No one really watching it. They're only holding it from the coalition spawn. Gainsey holding kind of that leg peek there. I don't know if Baines is going to spot him out here. It looks like he's backed up. I feel like they're suspecting a B execute here, and all of Ruthless are about to overwhelm the A players. It's looking like Fallen Knight holding coalition spawn right now. And Ruthless, they have a lot of map control for A mid. They might be able to take the A site here if they play this right. And Gainsey gonna come through coalition spawn now. He's able to spot one, and he's able to get the second, doubling up and taking out North there. Ruthless, they've been spotting out. Rain knows exactly where they're going, and Oh, the frags get him down to 12 HP here. And he's able to pre-fire get that wallbang pick onto Venoli, and now he's off with the bomb. Trying to go and plan in a 1v2 situation. Both Rain players still on the A side. They haven't read the rotation yet, and he's able to get that bomb plant for his team.
Bomb has been planted.
And we're gonna have to see how Rain deals with this retake. Geisha does not have the HP, but then again, neither.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult here for Rek. Oh yeah, Geisha quickly pops his kneecaps there, and the bomb will be able to be defused by the coalition side here, and Rain will be cutting the lead Ruthless Gaming has just down to 1.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, that literally just came down to who reacts faster when they're both one shot. And honestly, I feel like if Rek won that gunfight, he might have won the round, considering it would have had like a strong position.
Yeah, most definitely right there on
Didn't go in
Embers,
his
yeah.
favor, unfortunately.
U-Ratio being pulled out here by GTA. Fallen Knight carrying that U-Ratio over from the previous round. See if they have any dueling U-Ratios over here towards this A site. Knight could be watching his A long, and GTA is just posted up here by the covered wagon.
But right now, Ruthless, they're not really holding aim in. I'm wondering if Flawless is going to try to push it. Oh no, he just pre-fires and backs up. And I guess, I feel like now when people throw a smoke, it's sort of just like, no one really has the balls to push through it since you're at such a disadvantage. I feel like that could be a nice way for people to sort of catch their opponents off guard. But Ruthless is sort of spread out playing for this default. All of them watching basically posted a mid right now. They're really hoping that Rain gives them a mid pick, but they're basically holding mid from the back, so I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, Geisha holding this mid and waiting for them to push his stairs. The smoke is going to be coming out though, and that's going to give them the cross. Geisha is sort of pre-firing, but he's able to spot anyone on the cross.
Oh,
Now he's forced to reload, and they're going to be pushing him while he's reloading. Damage from the frag. And North can manage to find the kill. He's able to get Geisha a free kill there. Down to 13 HP. Though he gets a second wallbang headshot. Okay. Geisha popping off here, able to find 2 picks there. And Ruthless, they're slowly pushing up towards B here. We see 2 players be long. Venoli, though, he's going to have to hold this down. And he's got his eye on B long right now. Oh, and that flash comes out, and Brown can't see anything. And Venoli able to double up on B site. Almost gets a triple onto GTA. Oh, but GTA with that headshot. Taking out Fallen Knight, but he's going to get flanked by Faultless. And Rain managed to pull that round back. Oh, and Faultless also looks like he tried to grab that U-Ratio there at the last second, and he couldn't do it in time. Gonna end up just dropping his gun going into the following round. But, I mean, honestly, that was a really close round. Especially when it got that double kill. I thought that maybe Ruthless would have won that. But Fallen Knight came in with the clutch. Or Faultless, I mean.
So I want to point something out. Geisha, wow. Last round there, hit by a grenade twice, lower HP, has a player pushing on him, goes ahead, jumps over to his right side, is able to get the 1 kill, then he gets pushed on the left-hand side, and he's still able to come up with a 2K right there, the double kill. Low HP, really helped Team Rain right there, and has been really clutch for Team Rain throughout map 1 so far. Geisha, once again, just holding up here on this palm tree, watching his mid-CT right there. Faultless gonna find Brown. There's already 2 players down there as North picks or gets dropped by Fallen Knight. Coalition just slowly picking these breach players off here. GTA moving up. That's a wise decision there by Gainsey just to go ahead and back on out of there versus that shotgun. Fallen Knight getting that little bit of information over there towards back of map.
They know the last player was just spotted B long. Somehow they let GTA push up even though he had the range advantage. And he sort of just posted up here B long, and surely Gainsey's calling that out because he was the one who spotted him earlier. I guess they suspect him in house right now. But he's still just going to be sort of walking up B long. Not really much he can do. I mean, he's in a 1v4. At this point, he's kind of hoping that Rain is going to get greedy and push him. That would sort of be like a win-win scenario for him.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They know he's got a shotgun. They know he hasn't had an opportunity to pick anything else up. They're trying to stay as far away as they possibly can. Dungeons,
And they're literally running away from him right now.
They're just trolling at this point. I love it.
To secure a burst rifle at least.
Yeah,
And
that
I
helps with
guess
the range.
Demolition.
Yeah, no, Rain just backed away and they said, no thanks, we don't want to take the gunfights from you. He sort of spotted out Vetely there for a second. I thought maybe he was going to kill him, but he didn't manage to find the pick. And
Yeah,
Rain, I mean, they were looking at a 2-4, you know, not starting off so good, and now we're looking at 5-4. And potentially, I mean, I'm sure Ruthless has a nice econ right now, but if they win a round, that's going to reset their loss bonus. So we'll have to, it literally just depends on when Ruthless wins the round. That's going to affect their economy.
Ooh, North just absolutely punishing Faultless right there. Knight jumping back, trying to stay alive with that U ratio. Geach blinded, trying to find these players. He's going to try to back up there and get shot in the back by Brown. It's 2 players, excuse me, 3 players at the line here for both sides now. Minute 21 here on the clock. Fallen Knight trying to hold this angle. Breach deciding they're going to go ahead and begin to rotate around here towards this B site. Bomb is still holding here, but we do see both Brown and Rex moving up here towards mid, moving up mid stairs right there by the mailbox. Ooh, fantastic spot there by Brown. Fall Knight missing that crucial sniper shot. Now putting Team Rain here at the man disadvantage. HP wise, all these players are pretty good. Brown's just below 50, but Rex and Baines both at 100% HP as well for Gainsey and Dungeon. Baines pushing in here, see if he can try to rain any shots down these players. Gainsey finds one, he's going to double up there. Ooh, no problem at all for him. Doubling up with the headshots, AUG in hand. 25 seconds here now on the clock. It's all up to Brown to find both these players. Team Rain being able to bring this back. Brown thinking about jumping down from above, but hesitates, and Gainsey's going to make him pay for it. Gainsey coming up with the remaining 3 players there on the side of Ruthless Gaming in that round. Well played there by him, and Team Rain takes their lead up to 2 now. It's looking like we might go into a flip up by 4 on the Team Rain side.
And I would have expected Ruthless to have more of a loser bonus, but it looks like they sort of have to force with the burst rifles now. And even if they lose this round, they're probably going to be buying the same thing going into the next round. So the economy is definitely not looking too strong. And Fallen Knight taking this really ballsy peek. Just going to peek in the beginning, though, then he's going to opt to back out. He doesn't really want to lose a ratio over towards all the mid spam. And Ruthless, they don't really have the weapon advantage here. They're kind of just playing slow. Oh, but that ding comes out from North. He's just going to re-peek that and just take out Venely. What a huge shot from him. And that's going to be the opening pick. And now Rain, they're sort of forced to reposition now that one of their mid players is down. And Ruthless, they're pushing up a lot, but they've left the bomb in spawn, so it looks like they're probably going to opt to go for a faker rotation play here. Yeah, Brown has grabbed the bomb, and he's making his way back over towards the A site. Ruthless still stacking more players towards mid. And 53 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to make a move soon. And look at GT, he's just zooming through Belong, and what is going on? Flawless turns around, and he's able to secure that gun and run away. Geisha doubling up, though, getting a 2-piece there over towards A, getting the 3rd as well. And that's going to be the bomb down over towards A long for him. And Geisha, I mean, definitely looking like a potential ace for him here. Already shutting down that A push. And he has a strong position pushed up towards A mid. I don't think they're going to expect him here. And yeah, he gets the 4th as well. And Rek is the last player alive to give Geisha the ace here. Is he going to find it? 25 seconds on the clock. And Rek has to make a move with only that burst. And he's going to be going towards A mid, it seems. So I don't think he's going to be the one that finds that kill. No, he's not. Fallen Knight isn't going to do it. But still a huge performance by Geisha that round with the 4-piece, just shutting down the A push single-handedly.
Seriously. Team Rain will be going here into the flip up by 4, it seems. Ruthless Gaming trying to do as much of a full buy as he can. Got a little bit of a broken buy coming in here. Some AKs pulled out. Actually, GTA is going to pull out a nice HK. We'll see what can be done here on the side of Ruthless Gaming. I mean, best case scenario, you go ahead and you win this round. You're only down by 2 going into the flip, and you will have the coalition side on the flip. So that has to give you at least a little bit of hope. Or a little bit of confidence, I guess, going into it. They're definitely not in a horrible spot right now, but if they go into the flip down by 4, it's going to be a little difficult.
Oh my god, Gainsey getting that 3-piece. Ruthless is trying to fast push it. He just headshot 2 people through the smoke, finds the 3rd pick as well. Oh my god, he just shut down that push completely. Huge round by Gainsey, and that's going to put Rain at 8-4 going into the flip. And Ruthless, I mean, honestly, I was kind of rooting for them. They were starting off strong. They got 4 rounds. It was 4-2, and then they just went on a losing streak from there. And honestly, that's got to sort of hurt their, like their
morale,
confidence.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's got to be a little bit of a team morale smacking there, but you do have the coalition side now, and that should give you a little bit of confidence. You do have that CT advantage here on this map. See how Team Rain plays this breach side. This was Ruthless Gaming's pick, correct?
I believe it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you think you got a couple things up your sleeve here, at least you would hope. Well, there's North opening up here on Dungeon with the Deagle in hand. GTA coming here to reinforce his teammate here. They're trying to push in. He sees Gesha, and he's able to drop him. That's one hell of an angle he had. He had like 3 pixels to shoot at. Gainsey, though, is going to go ahead and trade out a GTA. I mean, Gainsey here on the curling machine, just really working those gains on his KD department. North trying to jiggle back and forth. There's just a little bit of dance action. Working that left-hand side. Ruthless Gaming having the big, not as big now, as both Fallen Knight and Faultless getting kills respectively here, evening the body count board up to 2-2. This could be a Team Rain pistol round win, which would be fantastic for them. Not only would you win the round, you have the cash advantage moving into the next round, but you're up by 5, and statistically speaking, you should be able to take the next 2 rounds after that.
This aim spot. I'm wondering if they're going to spot him out here. I think it's safe to say he's been spotted.
I would say so. Firing 250 caliber bullets usually makes a lot of noise.
Oh, but Fallen Knight, and I've said this so many times, Rain are so good with the deagles. I love just watching them execute with it. But Rek is able to get that pick, and it looks like he's just going straight for the defuse, maybe. And his fall is going to reach him in time. He's coming up from house, but I don't think he's going to have time. And Ruthless just sticks the defuse. Rek going to take that round away from Rain, and oh man, it looked like Rain was going to turn that around, but Rek just went for that stick right there on the defuse, and he managed to just barely win that round off the time.
Ballsy play there, but really ended up working out for them. Well played there by Ruthless Gaming. You now have the cash advantage, and you're on the coalition side here. Like I said, I think you gotta be feeling a little nice after that. A little more confidence. Maybe you can breathe a little bit. You're still down, of course, or breathe a little easier. That is, you're still down 3 rounds, but you're not in the same situation you were just a few minutes ago. Faultless pushing every deagle in hand, tries to go for the 1-tap, but Baines just unleashes hellfire on top of him. Doubling up there on Gesha as well, making him double guess that decision to push that corner. Brown has moved down here. He's about to have an altercation with Fallen Knight here. Popping around the corner. Knight, I think he saw his shoulder. I believe Brown did. He's now definitely positioned like there was a little T-shoulder there. GTA moving back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, only deagles in hand, not too much Rain can do here.
Yeah, exactly. You're down 2 players at the live, deagles in hand. Best case scenario here, you get yourself 1 to 2 picks. And it's not looking like they're even going to be able to get that. Dungeon just accepting his fate here and just going to stack up and see if anybody will push him. Ooh, look at him, man. So clutch with that deagle. He's able to find 1, but that's going to be all for him as Rex goes ahead and cleans him up, dumps him in the recycling bin. And Ruthless Gaming bringing it back now, down only by 2. I love Gessa just instantly pulling out the SG right there. Instantly. There was like 0 hesitation. I was like, I'm going for the SG.
And that might have been, or no, man, they do end up picking up oh, they have a ratio already on the side of Rain. Okay, now we're sort of looking at the ballsy plays here. Especially considering one of their teammates still is rocking that shotgun. It looks like Fall is going to be entering into B with that shotgun though. But he is going to be forced to back up as a result of the util spam. And Ruthless, they're playing a more passive setup on B as opposed to how Rain was in the last half, where they were sort of, you know, trying to contest mid a lot, but Ruthless, they're sort of just backing up on B side and letting Rain take control of mid, and that could end up being their downfall in the later game if that's how they're going to keep holding B. And Flawless, I mean, he's got the shotgun here. It just comes down to if he's going to find a gunfight with it, that's going to favor him.
Yeah, I think somebody saw he had the shotgun just barely. I'm not sure who that player was here on the side of Ruthless Gaming, but just the way they were backing up, they had the utility coming in, but it just seemed like you had a little bit extra speed, like you had seen a shotgun or something, and you wanted to go ahead and get out of those close quarters. But it's also a reasonable weapon to pull out as well, or something you can go ahead and guess somebody would do round after your eco round. The ratio, though, by Fallen Knight is a little unexpected. That might be able to catch Ruthless Gaming off guard. It's like I said, a ballsy player for them to pull it out, as if they do lose this round, they will have the loss bonus coming in, but it is going to hurt their economy a little bit.
Flawless just comes in with the shotgun, but Baines is still backside. They haven't cleared him yet. Oh, but he can't find the planner. The damage is there, but he can't find the kill. And North able to get that exit frag on a Ventily there. I think they're just gonna stop pushing him at this point. Yeah, Fallen Knight able to get some value with that ratio finally. He picks off North there. And Rain, they managed to pull that round. I really like the entry from Flawless with that shotgun that last round. He's kind of just dominated that A site close quarters fight, and he made the shotgun buy worth it.
Definitely did. I caught him off guard, and when you hear that shotgun go off, you see a player get dropped by it. Assuming you also had the player goes, watch out, he's got a shotgun. It's that mind game again that can begin to be played there. You know he's got a shotgun. You start backing up. You're playing a little less confidently. Brown, speaking of shotgun, pulling out, finding Gainsey. A difficult spot, and he's just got too much range. Faultless is going to drop him. 4v4 here onto the body count board. Rex coming around the corner, see if he can find anybody a long. Unknown to him, though, he's got a bunch of Breach players pushing up here on his right. GTA, also here on his right. He could catch him off. Ooh.
He can't find the kill. And North, he's going to have a similar scenario with the shotgun. Able to find one. Gets a second pick on the Flawless, but Fallen Knight going to trade him out the ratio. It's down to 1 versus 1. Fallen Knight pulling that ratio, and he has to make a move for the bomb. I'm not sure if Rek knows is down. Oh, but he's going to get spotted out there, and Fallen Knight is forced to back up, and Rek is going to back away as well. He doesn't want to get trapped by that ratio. It looks like Fallen Knight going for potentially the cross to the bomb, and he is going to grab it. The question is he going to stick with the ratio here? No, he's not. He picks up the AUG, and I say that's a smart decision on his end. And Fallen Knight still working with a smoke in his hands. So going into this bomb plan, he could, probably smoke off the coalition spawn and try and take a superior position. I don't know what he's going to do with this smoke or if he's even going to use it. But it's looking like Fallen Knight is already going for the wrap around the house. And Rex slowly coming up from this A side here. He's going to be clearing the coalition spawn off the rip. And he's not going to find anyone, but he's still going to be having to clear everything as he doesn't know the Fallen Knight is rotated house. And surely I think he just spotted him there. And yeah, now Rek knows that he's playing towards house. And he's going to go for the stick off the rip. I don't think Rain's going to fall for that a second time. And yeah, no, they're not. Fallen Knight, he learned from pistol round, and he's just going to go ahead and take him off of that bomb. And Rain, they're looking at a 10-6 lead. Now, Ruthless, they did have a pretty good eco round last round. They were all rocking shotguns, and they almost pulled that round back. So now they should be able to be on a full buy, if I'm not mistaken. And look at that scoreboard right there. North having an amazing game. 17-13. Basically double the rest of his team's kills. Really been doing a lot to keep Ruthless alive in this game.
Indeed. Yeah, you can't have too many more almosts on the side of Ruthless Gaming. You got to start getting some finals here. You got to finish these rounds off and bring this score back a little closer. Team Rain sitting very comfortable right now, 10-6, carrying the momentum here into round number 17, trying to take it up to 11-6. That'll be a nice 5-round lead for them if they're able to pull this off. Ruthless Gaming, knowing the situation they're in, though, taking their time. GTA is going to keep Gessa off guard there. I don't know if he realizes Knight has that angle held down with the sniper rifle. Either way, though, really ate a bunch of that frag.
He's basically took the maximum damage from it. And GTA is kind of a little nervous now, considering he could just get pre-fired by one bullet. And Rek getting that two-piece with the burst, actually, just shutting down the house push completely. And Rain, they are sort of bunching up towards this B long area, potentially about to go for a B execute here. But, I mean, Ruthless, they have the man advantage. It's looking like this is a 1 round for them. And Ventily, he's going to have to make a move here soon if he wants to help Rain take the B site. Teammate does have the ratio, though, and they might just be opting to go for the save instead of pushing. I'm not really sure, but Ventily going to be peeking side here, but North going to take him out with that headshot. And yeah, Fallen Knight last alive. He's able to get that pick on the North, and now he's going to be expecting the mid push coming out. Oh, they're not going to go for it. I thought they were going to give him that free pick there. And yeah, I think it's safe to say Fallen Knight is going to save that ratio for the next round.
Coalition wins.
Wise decision for him to do that. No reason to just throw that away.
Looking at 10-7 now. Ruthless managed to put another round on the board, and Rain, I mean, their economy is alright, but I think if they lose this round, they're going to have to go into an eco next round. As some of the players are looking pretty poor right now. Not all of them have utility, which is a little interesting, because they definitely could have been drop dead, so I'm not sure what the deal was with that. It's looking like Rain, they're bunching up towards A here. But they're just sending Flawless alone B. GTA is going to take him out quickly, though. And I'm not sure what the play is here. But Rain, they're sort of bunched up towards A long here. They're about to push into Banes here. He's going to have to do some work taking out these players. Oh, but the double nade comes in. Oh, but he's left off 4 HP. And surely they think this corner is clear now. After those nades have come out. And Brown, he's going to get that pick, but Fallen Knight comes in with the refrag. And I don't think they're going to clear Banes here over towards A long. And yeah, he's able to find that pick. And Gainsey in a 1v4 scenario, 2 of the players 1 HP though, so if he has the faster reaction time, he could easily bring it down to a 1 versus 2 when it comes to those picks. Right now he's going to be holding, I guess he's anticipating the B push, but as of right now, he's holding nothing right now. Nobody on the side of roof is going to be peeking that anytime soon. And Gainsey looks like he spotted out GTA's arm peeking through that wall there. And he's going to be shooting a lot. Now, peeking into Banes with the Euratio. And he's able to get the pick. And it looks like he dropped the Euratio right after getting the pick. He just turned around and switched to the SG. I'm not sure what that was about. I guess maybe Ruthless didn't want to have the Euratio on their side.
Yeah, that is interesting to see.
And my first guess would be that maybe they're just not that good at sniping, and their main thing is we don't want to turn around and give it back to Rain. That would probably be the reason why they would drop it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And playing with all assault rifles gives you a little more mobility. Brown catching Dungeon off guard there. GTA knowing he has some information, trying to stack up here on top of the mailbox, doubles up no problem, runs right over those players, and his teammate Rex is pulling down here on the left-hand side for the breach here. Fall Knight backing up north, it's actually north, finds one, trying to go for the other. His positioning is off, but is able to bring that back into control and doubles up with that SG. It is now 9-10. Ruthless Gaming has brought this back to only 1.
And Ruthless, I mean, I'll be honest, they're turning this around 9-10 now. It's looking like this could go either way at this point. I was thinking kind of early on in this half that Rain was looking like the dominant team here, but I mean, Ruthless, they managed to turn it around. And Rain, once again, they're forcing that Euratio up on Fallen Knight, but Ruthless, they're not really taking the gunfights that Fallen Knight once said. Oh, look at that frag damage! That's gonna get the pick onto Flawless, and Gainsey down to 1 HP as well. And Rain, they're already at the HP disadvantage. Ruthless definitely read that fast push, and they were able to get easy damage off of those frags. And now Rain, they're scared to push. They know that they don't have the HP advantage, they don't have the man advantage. Gainsey down to 3 HP from those frags, as we can see here. But he is going to sort of take an aggressive peek on mid here on top of this trash can, so maybe he'll be able to catch a Ruthless player off guard. Oh, but the frag just comes out and is able to finish him off. Ooh. And Brown is able to get that pick as the player pushes the smoke as well. Gonna pre-fire Gisha, but he can't find the kill on Gisha with that nasty flick. Gonna headshot Brown.
Coalition wins.
And Ruthless, they've managed to tie it up 10-10. And Rain, they're not looking too hot right now. I mean,
we're going the distance on this one.
You know, the money isn't there for them to full buy, and I feel like we're gonna see a light buy from them this round, as not all of them can buy rifles. And yeah, here come the burst rifles and the deagles.
And the nade stacking has begun here. I was wondering Ruthless Gaming was going to go ahead and do that. They have that coalition side. Again, this is a little gentleman's agreement, but you have that momentum now. Go ahead and start punishing them. They bought a bunch of grenades. We'll see if they're able to use them here. They're just picking them off. You're just poking them on each side. You got GTA and Banes down there. Ooh, the 2K coming up from the SG with him. Got player over here on your A-long. Dungeon is about to get backstabbed if he's not careful. He does indeed. Banes grabs a headshot on him. That's all up here to Faultless Knight, who's going to go ahead. Who's going to be Fallen Knight, that is. Falls on his sword. Ruthless Gaming has retaken the lead here. They're up by 1 here, 11-10. And Team Rain is just looking like they're beginning to fall apart.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Ruthless, they're playing such mind games right now. We saw 2 rounds ago, they were playing really slow. They were just nading a lot of the fast pushes. And then this round, Rain was like, all right, we don't have that much good money. We got to do something. Ruthless responded. They pushed everything so fast. And now I can promise you in return, Rain, they're going to play so. They're going to expect Ruthless to be pushing fast again. And they're just going to be expecting it. And Ruthless is playing all of mind games with them right now and really confusing them, making it so that Rain doesn't know what their next move is. And this slow gameplay right here is going to be exactly what Ruthless wants, since they were hoping that Rain would be afraid of them. They got 4 players bunched up towards this A mid station.
I love the momentum switch by Ruthless Gaming. 2 rounds really, really fast, and they've just hit the brakes. They've slowed down almost to 0, and are just going to wait for Rain to come to them. They have the grenades.
That's really the thing that will throw them off here, is that there's that momentum switch. You don't, anytime that a team can sort of manipulate that, you know that they're probably going to be the one that ends up taking the win.
Yep. Although you got to be too careful slowing it down too much here. It can't allow Team Rain to go ahead and find a little opening.
They're pushed up all the way on A site, but they don't even have the bomb. And I think they might try and offer a rotation to B or something. I don't know what the plan is here. Maybe they're eventually going to push towards A. But now the round is just going to end. Rain not getting that bomb plant. Okay, I don't know if they forgot the bomb or if they were just hoping to play slow and then it ended up becoming a hard A push. I'm not really sure what the plan was from Rain there. But I mean, Ruthless, they have so much money in the bank, and I'm not sure why Brown is buying a shotgun. Yeah, his teammates are going to be dropping him a gun. So he's kind of just wasted the money there on that. Or maybe not, I don't know. I guess he's still rocking the shotgun. But Rain, they're going to have to see how they can play this round here. They got 3 players over towards A mid. And once again, Ruthless, they're just playing further back, taking it slower. And Rain, they're going to be expecting a fast push here from Ruthless. They're really stacked up, hoping that someone's going to push up, but it's not looking like that. And Venely has huge map control. He's already inside house. I'm looking at the minimap right now. No one is holding him. I mean, they're holding him on B site, but they let him get this much map control. He's probably calling out to his team that he's managed to make it inside house. And maybe he's going to try and see if he can't get a sneaky pick here.
Yeah, he might have an altercation here with number 5 here north. Just trying to stay inside of house there north, holding his angle very disciplined back here on his B elbow.
And he really has this huge alert play. I think if Rain can manage to push up and take A, he's going to be able to catch some rotation picks. But actually, no one's even playing B site right now. So, I mean, technically, yeah, I think it looks like he's going to drop. I wonder if they heard him drop down. I think they're waiting for the flank from him before they make a move here. He's calling out to his team right now, that is clear. But look at that north on the flank. And he's going to be able to catch Geisha off guard with the knife out. And he's able to find one pick. Can't get the refrags though. And now GJ's here to contest mid, but he can't find the pick on Rain. They're going to rotate to B fast. And Venely's all the way up in their spawn. And look at that. Rex doesn't even know he has his knife out. And oh my god, the lurk from Venely there on B just carried that round. I don't know how he got us in the first place. But Ruthless, they really slipped up there, and that's just that gave Rain the round they needed. And, I mean, this is basically, you know, for all the marbles here, Ruthless, they're really forcing up here. I mean, they still have money, potentially going into the next round.
They got
but
no
Rain,
reason.
they're feeling confident now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally, I mean, we're looking at match point. What can I say?
Yep, still very, very close. Of Ruthless Gaming only 1 point behind here, tying it up and both being a match point. As you mentioned, in cash-wise, if too many of these players go down, it can really hurt them. Gesha opened it up. They're on GTA with the SG. They're trying to push up here. They've actually moved back from mid, which looked like they were pushing towards B, and now they're rotating over here towards cross, and they're going to try to go towards A. Bane's going to pick up some grenades here and start spamming them over here and giving his team a little bit more of an advantage, or at least trying to.
Yeah, at this point, Ruthless, yeah, they're willing to do anything to hopefully try and secure this round when they really need to stay alive in this map. And Rain, they've all bunched up towards A, but Ruthless, they're all bunched up towards A as well. They sort of read the play here. Once again, we see Venely lurking towards mid. But for the most part, they're about to push A side, it's looking like. And yeah, the push is coming in here. Fall is going to get taken out. That's going to be the bomb down. They send the bomb in first by itself. And North, he's going to have to win this gunfight here over towards mid. And Fallen Eye, able to get that ratio pick. He's going to peek the close angle. He's able to win that gunfight. I was not anticipating that to happen. But Rain, they're all bunched up towards A, and Ruthless has to know by now with the plays here. But Geisha comes in with a double, and North all alone in the 1v4, and he's coming back for the nades down, trying to get chip damage in. but he can't find a kill, and is down to a 1v4, and Geisha just gonna get that 3-piece that round, headshotting him through the smoke, and Rain 13-11, shutting down that first map. Ruthless managed to make it close, but they couldn't close out the map, unfortunately.
Team Rain with the W though, Gesha 24-17 North as well with a very impressive showing there at 26-17. Super close. I mean, that really could have gone the other way there, but ultimately Team Rain being the better team here on map number 1, really pulling through. Team Ruthless had brought it back for what looked like was going to be a pretty commanding win there by Team Rain. It was 10-6, and we had 5 rounds straight won by Team Ruthless there. But just, again, not able to finish it off. There are too many almosts for them, like I had mentioned earlier, for Ruthless Gaming. They just weren't able to come up in the most crucial of moments and beat out Team Rain. Map 1 done here. We will be moving to map number 2, which is going to be Canals. Map number 2 will be here on Canals, finishing at map number 1 after Plaza. Chat, let us know down in the comment section down below if you think Team Rain will be taking map number 2, or if Team Ruthless will be, and we'll be going over to Port for the decider here. Curious to see what your thoughts are on that in the comment section down below. With all that being said, though, we're going to have a short little break here, and we will see you on the flip side. Yo, 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 what is going on, Mobley sports fans? Welcome back to the quarterfinals here for the Embers of Victory Season 2 tournament. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Manthus. How you doing?
Honestly, pretty good, pretty exciting first map. I'm ready to get into the
Indeed.
second one shortly.
I am definitely ready to go ahead and get into it too. Waiting for Team Rain to join up here, and then we'll go ahead and hop on into map number 2, which is, of course, going to be on Canals. That should be a lot of fun to watch. It has some awesome sniper opportunity. We already saw Gesha rocking that HK as well, which is another amazing weapon that you could utilize with the long ranges of sight on Canals. Even after the tweaks to the map, they tightened some things up in it, but it's still one of my favorite weapons to personally use on that map. That's not a sniper rifle, in the assault rifle department. That is that HK 417. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below, and while you're down there in the comment section down below, don't forget to check out the link in the description there. G Fuel currently 30% off anything on gfuel.com. That's a tub, a shaker, maybe some packs. I got some individual packs right here. This is what I've been rocking. I actually just went through and bought a bunch of individual packs because I'm trying to figure out what flavors, like a couple shakers I want to get here for the summer. I got a lemonade right now, cotton candy, and the blue chug rug. Here that I got pulled out. And again, going through trying to figure out what I want to get. Whatever the case may be for you, though, code esports mobile will get you 30% off at checkout. Anything on gfuel.com by using code esportsmobile at checkout. That's 30% off your entire purchase over there at gfuel.com. Tub, shaker, even some energy crystals. Again, chat, that code you can find down there in the description down below. You can click the link and go ahead and head right on over there. Not only you get the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you help us out here at Mobley Sports, which we do greatly appreciate. We love you. Hi, Sturks. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Anyways, all that being said, chat, let's go ahead and talk about map number 2 here. It's going to be on Canals. Manthus, do you have any predictions coming into this? Do you have somebody you're specifically watching? Team Rain obviously having won map number 1. Got to be a little favored coming into map number 2. But Ruthless did not play poorly in map number 1. They, had a couple mistakes they made, which ultimately I think gave Rain the victory there, but was really, really close, 13-11. This is a map I think Ruthless can play on. What are you thinking?
I mean, I kind of agree with you. Yeah, last map was really close. I am a little interested to see how Canal specifically go, especially since we know All the Knight, first off, really strong with that E ratio. Probably one of the best snipers in the EU region, I would say. And we know that Rain in general, they're great at taking those long-range gunfights. I mean, like, we've seen them, with the ratios, they're great. Obviously, we were saying earlier, Geisha with the HK, he's really good with it. And Rain, they're also really good with the deagles. They can do a lot of work on the eco rounds as well. So, I mean, as of right now, I would say that I think Rain is more comfortable taking the long-range gunfight. So if Ruthless wants to win the snap, they're going to have to see how they can play around, trying to avoid those gunfights and see if they can, not really try to challenge them too much without giving up too much map control. I think that's the challenge for Ruthless.
I agree. Yeah, I know Rain's very, very, very comfortable. Use 3 varies there to emphasize that with the long range. We saw already they're incredible with the Eagles and crosshair positionings. Geisha worked those players with the HK, also with the AUG as well. I don't think you're gonna have any issues with the long range here. We can also see sniper rifles being pulled out as well. See maybe Geisha rocking the ratio this round. I think you have Rain's very, very comfortable. This is a map they did chose. They're gonna be very comfortable here on this map, and it's really going to depend on how Ruthless comes into some plays. You're not going to be able to use as many shotguns as you did, like you did on Plaza. There's some close quarter situations like that, and of course, depending on which side you're playing on. But yeah, it will be interesting. I think you're going to need to play a little faster on the breach side when they're on that. Speed it up a little bit. I like the way they're able to change momentums on the fly like that. They had 2 rounds where it was really, really fast paced on the coalition side, and then they just slowed it all the way down. I think they're going to have to do that a little bit more on the breach side. Is they're gonna have to make Team Rain guess a little bit more than they maybe did in map number 1. I think that'll be definitely crucial for them on the breach side to go ahead and help get that bomb planted. Chat, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. We almost have everybody here in the room, so we'll be good to go and start with the knife round, as he will be starting out on that breach or coalition side of things. Yep. Checking out, I can see right now what's going on here in match. They're finishing up, getting everything done down there. Let's take a look at the stats here between both of these teams. We saw Ruthless Gaming, a little bit of a newer team, not as many achievements as Team Rain, but KD wise, very impressive. I mean, we saw North really have a fantastic map one. I think he had the best KD overall, right behind Geisha. But North had some really, really big kills and clutch moments. GTA as well, not necessarily in the KD department, map number one, but it has some big clutch moments. I think you need to see a couple players more that we're sitting on the bottom of the scoreboard step up a little bit more, win a couple more gunfights. Winning gunfights isn't everything, as we know, but winning a couple more for a couple players on more towards the bottom, such as Rex, I think would definitely help them out a little bit more. If you can see a couple players step up, I think that'll be really big for Ruthless Gaming. As for I mean, Team Rain played fantastically. Geisha went absolutely nuts. We saw Dungeon have some big moments as well as Fallen Knight and Faultless. Gainsey too. I mean, I forgot about Gainsey. Gainsey had some really, really big clutch moments. I think there was an ace for Gainsey and a couple threes and definitely some double kills there. Really stacked team here coming in for Team Rain. You got to be feeling comfortable and you're warmed up from map number one. You're coming in here to a map you chose, something you're going to be a little more comfortable with. You really like those long range engagements. Again, Team Rain, I kind of get that feeling they are going to win this map number two. Not trying to cheer for one team, but it's like they just got everything stacked. Would love to see an upset coming from Ruthless Gaming and go ahead and take that prediction I have out of here. What do you think, man? Do you think that prediction is going to hold true here? That actually, I don't think we even have time for that. It's time for the knife round. It looks like we should be hopping on over there. But I guess you could say that while they're knifing. Do you think Rain's got the advantage coming into this so much that Ruthless Gaming, you're not favoring them?
I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see, especially considering it's not their map pick. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, in the last map we saw Ruthless, they weren't playing too aggressive on the coalition side, so I don't think they'll give Rain as many long range picks as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're going right into this knife round anyways. And I'm wondering if my prediction is going to hold true. I always feel like Rain is going to end up winning the knife round.
Breach wins.
Well, it seems I was proven wrong this time. Ruthless won the knife round. I'm curious to see what side they're going to choose to start on, knowing that it's not their map pick.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and start on the breach side? Go ahead and get over with it? Or you saw on that coalition side, you feel more comfortable there on the breach side? I'm always a little more comfortable on the coalition side myself. So do you go ahead and start on the breach side there? So you get that on the flip, so you get to finish out the game on it. We will wait to see here. They're finishing up their decision. I'm not sure what they're. Oh, Rain's going to be here on the breach side. So Rain's going to start on the breach side. Ruthless Gaming is just going to go ahead, stay on the coalition side, and try to put up a big fight here before we go into the flip. We should be hopping over here to map number 2 right now. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below, and there should be another poll popping up here for map number 2 here shortly.
Yeah, it looks like we're hopping right into this pistol round. Rain going for the deagle buy. Actually, both sides are going for basic. We're looking at 9 deagles out of the 10 players. So, you know, I've kind of expected that for Canals considering this long range map. And Rain, off the rip, we're going for the tunnels control here. And it looks like they're going to be able to make their way into Cafe, the bomb towards Belong, and they might be able to just sort of go for this nice little visa execute here. But Ruthless playing in the back, not really taking the gunfights. And now the trades are coming out. Fallen Knight able to pick up 2 picks with that deagle. Gets a 3rd as well on the Banes.
Bomb has been planted.
And he's going to get taken out by Brown there with the P250. Now a 2v3 retake. All 3 players posted up towards Cafe. Okay, somehow Geisha's able to just pull out his knife and run away to Belong. I don't know how they let him do that. But yeah, we're going to see how this plays out. But look at that. Brown coming in from behind, but he's going to get spotted out by Ventilator. Oh, but the headshot for the B250. That's going to take out Ventilator. And Geisha left alive. They know he's in Cafe. And yeah, Gainsey, the off angle on the table, is able to take out Brown. And Rain already starting off strong on the breach side, taking that pistol round. And oh, no hesitation at all. Venali already opened up with the SG. The rest of his teammates going to be buying up with him as well. They are ready to hop right into this round when we can see they're all forcing up.
HK being pulled out there by Fallen Knight. Geisha gonna rock something a little cheaper than the SA-58, but still something with some nice range to it. Geisha feeling aggressive. Going to be the, I thought it was the bomb carry. Actually, no, bomb was thrown off here to Faultless. Geisha going to be your entry fragger. Well, I was thinking about it. Actually decided to push on out of there. It's Faultless going to be pushing in. Brown getting dropped by his hands. Quickly coming up and picking up that kill there on Baines after Faultless had dropped to him. North finding one. So if he double up here with a Deagle in hand. Got a player on his left side. Popping out his Gainsy, dropping him down. Velony right there finding Rex. And there's only, now there's none. GTA getting his windshield cracked. And that's going to be all she wrote there on the side of Ruthless Gaming for round number 3. They didn't even have time to plant that bomb on the Rain side. 2-0, Team Rain.
Yeah, I feel like I noticed a lot of them bought frags and they try to get some chip damage, and I feel like I like how the frags were nerfed a lot because now you don't really see as many free kills. You know, you kind of have to have the frag actually be closer to your opponents for it to, you know, be close to coming a kill.
Exactly.
And it didn't really work out for them that round. They didn't do much damage. But now Ruth is able to full buy, and North already opening up with a headshot from the HK. And Rain, they're sort of spread out, but looking like they're favoring an A push here with the bomb dropped over towards elbow. And GTA is waiting to get peeked here by Faultless. And Rain, they're sort of just gathering up around A, trying to see what can happen. It looks like Fallen Knight is up towards tunnels, maybe trying to see if he can't spot any players out there.
Not a horrible.
Looks like we're slowly starting to creep into main. Geisha about to peek here. He's able to get that headshot onto Brown, and he's going to be backing up for a second. Oh, he can't seem to find the pick on GTA, but Gainsey refrag is down to one shot. And I mean, Gainsey last alive, but he has to go for the bomb and elbow, and he's going to flash himself on accident there. And he does have a smoke for something. He's going to use it for main. Oh, but Baines just comes through and starts spamming through the smoke and is able to take out Gainsey. And now, 2-1, Ruthless getting the first point on the board. Already off the rip, Gainsey starting off strong. I mean, basically kind of early, but everyone has 2 kills on the side of Ruthless. Kind of an interesting divide for the scoreboard.
Yeah, Ruthless trying to get their footing here coming into round number 4. See what they can do. Rain gonna have to be playing here on an eco round. Deagle's all pulled out, but we know they can definitely do a lot of damage. That North having pulled that HK out, definitely gonna be watching him. Bane's gonna be the first to open it up, finding Fallen Knight there. He's playing bottom cafe, enjoying that latte. Gainsey sticking out of the corner, sees if Gainsey's gonna be playing a little, or excuse me, Baines playing a little more aggressively. Not gonna find him. Faultless putting down GTA. Say 4 versus 4 now. Brown is pushed up as a shotgun. They're trying to lock down this A site. Bomb moving over towards B, but actually gets picked off there by Baines. The bomb is now down right there, right on top of the boat.
Oh, and that's the worst place to lose a bomb. Everyone has eyes on it. Basically, Rain, they have to go for it at some point. And Baines about to feel, oh my god, the knife from Rek. I don't know what just happened, but he took out Venely over towards B-Long with the knife there. And Gainsey does manage to find a pick with that Deagle. But now he knows they're both players are, and he's gonna have to do some work with this Deagle here. Gets a tag onto Rek, but he can't find the kill, unfortunately. I mean, still a pretty nice eco round. They managed to get 3 picks and sort of hurt their economy a little bit. And now Rain, already we're seeing Fallen Knight whipping out that ratio, and they're ready to do some work. I'm wondering what kind of execute they're going to do now that they have a U ratio.
Yeah, you think maybe go towards B? Well, nah, it's actually looking like A is going to be the side of choice here.
Yeah, Fallen Knight going to be holding mid in the beginning, but no one's really peeking that. And the trades are coming out. GTA are already getting a pick. Geisha going to trade him out though, and Gainsey finding another pick, and that's going to be 2 picks on A. But I don't think Rain is going to commit to A. They've gotten 2 A picks, and now they're sort of looks like maybe they're backing up a little bit. I don't know. They've dropped the bomb towards main. They're not really forcing a site. And Ruthless, they've just completely over-rotated. And look at the map. Venely is all the way up on B site, and he's probably calling out that B is mostly clear. And we can see the bomb making its way over. But Ruthless, they're starting to read that it's maybe a fake. And we can see Baines here already made his way onto the B site, and he's probably going to catch Venely off guard here. Actually, oh yeah, Venely, no, he's just gonna barely spot him out there, hiding out. And now Rain making their way towards the site. That flash comes out, and Rek does have a nice position, but he's forced to back out. He's just gonna eat that flash. And Rain gets that easy peasy bomb plant. Fallen Knight with the ratio, he's holding the coalition spawn. He has a really strong angle. North coming in for a mid though. And Rain, they're not really holding too many spots besides just, you know, coalition and flank. So we'll have to see if North can do anything to help with this retake. Oh, but Fallen Knight misses the erasure shot, and that is gonna be information for Rick as they're coming into this retake. Gonna get flashed a little there by his teammate, but now they're coming in. And the spam comes out. They're able to spot a cafe player, but now he just has to deal with 2 players at once, and this is
Breach wins.
taken down North. He can't deal with the team play crossfire from Rain. That's going to be Rain's 3rd round on the board, and they're able to save that ratio for probably going to go back to Fallen Knight.
Yeah, it seems to be where it's going. It's worked its way down the ranks there into his hand. Geisha going to be rocking the SG here. Rex has pulled out the HK. North just going to rock the Deagle. A little bit of a broken bind coming in here for these players on the side of Ruthless Gaming.
I already pushed
down.
up Belong. This is interesting. So they
Yeah,
basically know that there's no one here. Looks like Venely has already worked his way up towards lower catwalk, but now, oh my god, look at this. Fallen Knight is just shocked that they're flanking him. And the picks are gonna come out. They're able to get some guns down over towards T-Bridge. And wait a minute, Ruthless might win this eco because they just weren't expecting the push. Venely is pushed up all the way to CT, but he's all alone. He basically just let them walk up Belong. Well, I shouldn't say he did, but basically no one was watching it on the side of Rain. And Venely, there is a player, it looks like above him right now. Yeah, North, oh, he's gonna miss the shots and give away his positioning. Now Venely, he knows he has to deal with a B player, and he doesn't know where Baines is. The flash comes out for sight, and North is kind of gonna eat that flash a little bit, but Venely's gonna try and back up off of that. Baines, though, oh, he takes the knife out. I'm not sure what the mindset is there, but he takes the knife out, and that's gonna give Venely a free kill. And I think now he's trying to play the mind games with North. He wants him to think that he's already left and rotated to A, but Venely is still going to be anchoring over towards this cafe positioning in order slowly making his way around the catwalk. Oh, he might be able to catch Venely off guard here. He's going to be coming up behind him, and this could be a free kill for North, and it's looking like it. And yeah, he's just going to get that nice shot from the back. And, I mean, okay, Ruthless, they managed to pick up that eco round. I didn't think that was going to go in their favor, but Rain, man, that fast flank from Ruthless really caught them off guard, and they're going to be watching out for it now, for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm seeing about Ruthless Gaming that I really like is them being able to switch it up and do different things. They're not doing the same thing over and over and over again. They're not getting into the same old rut and just letting what happens. They're taking what they can into their hands and doing what they can with it. I like that little push there, changing up the momentum, or the flank that is. I think it's really helping them. It's going to keep Rain on their toes and not going to allow them to get too comfortable. Speaking of not getting too comfortable, North doubling up with the SG. He's going to get dropped by Dungeon, but did a good amount of damage to it, and we should know where Dungeon's coming here on the side of Ruthless Gaming. GTA finding Faultless and Dungeon, now the last player left alive, trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Minute 16 left on the clock. He's got 3 players to contend with. The smoke's about to dissipate. GTA really watching this angle. Oh man, missed shots there coming in from Dungeon. And he almost gets dropped. 8 HP to his name. Walking back. Baines is right here.
Wins.
And puts a bullet
He
right
just
there in him.
takes the P250, doesn't even use his U ratio. And Rain, they're able to buy, but Ruthless, once again, they're starting off pretty strong, I would say. They're having a good start, but we'll have to see if they're able to carry it over towards the second half.
Yeah,
And it looks like Rain going for that fast A push. The util spam is already coming out towards B, but they're basically going to Oasis. Almost no one's going to be there. Baines does spot a couple players pushing towards A here, and it looks like Rain looking for a quick A execute potentially. They haven't pushed in just yet. The bomb's going to be dropped towards Oboe once again, and Ruthless, I mean, they have 3 players holding A right now, and Rek all alone on B site. And they're going to have to watch out for Venely. He's been lurking around a lot and sort of catching Ruthless off guard, and I think they are going to be killing him here. I don't think they're going to let him lurk too much, get too much map control here. And I feel like, honestly, at this point, Rain, they're probably just waiting for Venely to make a move. Fallen Knight able to get that wooden pick on North, though, and GTA tries peeking out from Cubby, but he's going to get headshot by Gainsey there, but Rek manages to find that lurking pick onto Venely, and now Rain, they know there's still a player on B. They're going to commit for the A push, and yeah, they know the last player was just spotted on B. He just took out a lurker.
Bomb has been planted.
And now Rain in a 2v1 retake situation. Oh, but Rek is able to get one. Gets some damage on a fall line, but he can't find the 2K, unfortunately, as he does have the U ratio. And Rain, they're going to manage to tie it up 4-4. And Ruthless, I mean, they're having to play a lot more scared, I guess you could say. They know that Venoli loves lurking, he loves flanking a lot. So because of that, they're not really over-rotating. They have to just, you know, sort of make sure that they're watching everything. He's really getting in their heads, I guess you could say.
Round number 9 here. Faultless with the shotgun here, moving around very quickly here on the A-bomb site. Has missed these coalition players back over there in Tree Elbow. Wow. He could
Somehow,
cause some
wait, how
big
is
havoc.
Faultless on A site? What is
I know.
going on?
He could cause some big havoc if he pushes back there towards Tree Elbow. Okay, Geisha doubling up on GTA and Brown. He doesn't even need to go towards Tree Elbow. And Faultless put it. What? It's almost like
I don't know how he got there. I was like not paying attention. I don't know what happened, but somehow he made his way all A side with a shotgun, mind you. He just caught that player. I think it was North. He caught him off guard so hard as he was coming in from coalition spawn. He did not expect him to be there already. And Bane's gonna be saving this all over towards Cafe. And I think Rain, they're sort of trying to deny that save. Maybe they're sort of, you know, spreading out, trying to locate him if possible. And I think they're about to push him from behind. I don't know if Baines will expect this. He knows he can hear people to his left. Oh, and they're coming in though. And that headshot from Gazy just gonna take out Baines and say, nope, you are not saving that gun. He denied that save completely. And Ruthless, they're gonna have to take an eco this round. So the question is, what kind of buy are they gonna be running? And it looks like they might be going for pistols. I think we might see the pistol fast flank play from them again. I know it worked for them last time on the eco, and it's what gave them the win on the eco round. I don't know if they'll go for that play again though, or I don't know if Rain will allow it. So we'll have to see. But it looks like they're stacking heavier towards A. And Rain are about to encounter this pushing. Yeah, look at that. They're all just pushing through main right off the rip. Gainsy able to get one pick, but Baines comes in with a refract, and Alfall is coming through elbow, trying to do some damage. He's able to get some tag, finally gets some wallbang through the truck. But yeah, Ruthless, they've given up their strat now, and they've done a little damage to these players, but they couldn't manage to find any more kills. And Rain shut down that eco push. They learned from last time, and they did not let it happen again to them. And now Rain is taking the lead 6-4. And Ruthless is going to be able to buy now as a result of that eco round.
only down by 2. You don't want to let Team Rain, I would say, get a couple too many more points on the board. I mean, best case scenario, you go into the flip tied up. Maybe worst case, you're 7-5 on the side of Ruthless Gaming. Faultless opening up for Team Rain. Obviously, Rain wants to go up by 4. If you can go ahead and do this, you will be 8-4. You'll be up by 4 going to the flip and have that coalition advantage. Ruthless Gaming, though, playing close to the vest here north with that HK in hand. Baines also getting a kill with the AUG. 3 players alive here for each side now. That bomb is slowly ticking down. They're trying to retake this bomb site, but Dungeon just slamming that gate on their head.
The lurk from Venoli just gives him a 2K. And man, they let their guard down for 1 round, and he just comes in from behind them and just shuts down that coalition rotation completely. And Ruthless, that's gotta hurt, man. They were so, like, they definitely had a chance going in that retake, and then Venoli just said, surprised you forgot about me. And look at that, going into the final round, the half, Ruthless can't even full buy. They're rocking mostly bursts. So definitely not an ideal weapon buy for them.
Yeah, not a great situation to be in.
Yeah, already getting that opening pick from Faultless there. At least GJ is able to pick up a better weapon. And they're showing a lot of A presence right now, and it's looking like they're sort of trying to bait a rotation once again. GJ manages to get 2 picks, so huge play from him. But Rek, he's sort of watching the CT, but now we can see Venoli's already pushed up on B site, and he might be calling out to his team that it's clear. As the trades are coming out, and Fallen Knight, he's making his way over towards the B side now. It's looking like he's gonna have to deal with this coalition player though, and that's gonna be Rek. Oh, he doesn't spawn him this time, and Venoli, he's going for the knife. No, the backstab. He had to hit him with a disrespectful play. And Venoli, oh my god, he's just been a menace this game with these lurks. He's really getting in the heads of Ruthless. And I have to say, I'm gonna say it, I think Venoli's probably one of the few examples I would say of where I've actually seen a lurker do his job right. The ops. I don't see it happen too often. Oh, he's gonna go for another knife play. No, surely he won't allow it. The smoke drops, and yeah, okay. He tried to get a little too disrespectful there. And North is gonna be taking him out, but Fallen Knight gets that easy refrag with the ratio. He's gonna be taking out North there. And Rain looking at an 8-4 lead, and they're going towards the coalition half now. So Ruthless, I'm not sure how this is looking for them, but it's not their map pick. They're down by 4 rounds, and they have to start on breach side now. I don't know. This isn't looking too good for them. We'll have to see if maybe they're really strong on the breach side.
Yeah, the odds are not looking good here for Team Ruthless Gaming. You're now going to be here on the breach side. It's not your map. This is a map that Team Rain chose. They're up by 4 now on the coalition side, something they're very comfortable with. You need to do something big here before Team Rain gets too many more points here on the board.
Yeah, Rain, they've already pushed up towards A, and they're taking it slow right now. Oh, and they're about to spot Bane's from behind here. I wonder if they're gonna go for the knife on him. They're not. Okay, they're not going for the disrespect play right now. But yeah, Geisha, he's able to get that pick onto Bane's. And now, I mean, Ruthless, they have the full B site, but at this point, they have to know that Rain is coming in from behind and not from coalition spawn. And the gunfight's about to take play here. North able to get a pick. We got 2 players coming in from this upper catwalk area, and Gain's gonna have to deal with these cafe players. Oh, gets a jiggle and actually does some nice damage. But now it's down to a 2 versus 4, and I don't think this is looking very practical for Rain. I mean, the damage is there for a lot of the players. Maybe they'll feed Bentley some free kills here. I don't know. He's able to get 1, but he can't do any more after that. And Rain, they're gonna end up losing the pistol round and gonna end up taking an eco most likely going into this round. But I would say that they're probably getting ready to try and see if they can't pull anything off going into this coalition half.
Got that cash investment though for winning that eco round. That should help you go ahead and get another point and close the gap only down to 2. In theory.
Oh, and so many flashes coming out on B site. And Ruthless have basically given up their strat here. The util dump is just coming out towards the back of site. And Rain, they're probably not going to win this round, but maybe they're going to just see if they can't get some picks. Gainsy getting that nice 1-tap with the revolver. And Fallen Knight getting a 2K with the P250. What is going on? I don't know how he's getting a 2K with that gun. Peaks in the GTA can't find any more, unfortunately, with the MR96. But I mean, they took away 3 guns for Ruthless on an eco round. That's definitely going to hurt their econ a little bit. And Fallen Knight already going off the rip for that ratio force. And I would say Rain is ready to see if they can't do some work. Taking a look at the scoreboard here. Venali having a nice match, 15-9. And yeah, Ruthless. They've dropped the bomb over towards tunnels, and it looks like they're going for more of a map control strat here. Gainsy pushing up here over towards Cafe, jiggling this a lot, but he doesn't know that they've already pushed up towards tunnels, and that's going to be a pick for Baines. On the Fallen Knight, that is the ratio down for Rain. And Gainsy's managed to push up and trade him out, but GTA is going to get the trade back, and it's going to be down to the man advantage for Ruthless. And Venali has spotted a player out here over towards mid-bridge, so he's able to catch him off guard there. And now North is pushing up, but he's going to get hit by that flash. The smoke drops at the worst time though, and North gets a pick, and he knows that Fallas is playing here, but he's flashed, and Fallas, I don't know what's going on, but he gets a pick with MP7. And now Geisha has to win this 1v2 for his team if he wants Rain to win this round. And he's going to be wallbanging a lot to go for the plant, but he can't find the kill. He gets both of them so low, and if he would have spammed a little bit more, I think he probably would have had a better chance of winning that round. At least he would have gotten the kill on the planter.
Agreed. Well, coalition side not really coming in here yet for Team Rain. Ruthless Gaming having won the last 3, bringing it back only now within 1.
Look at Faultless buying the TRG. That's interesting. I haven't seen a TRG in competitive play in a while, but I would say it's a viable pick for this map specifically, especially if someone peeks into him.
Agreed. Yeah, if you just get a little information, go ahead and damage one player enough. Even if you don't get the headshot, go ahead and drop his health down.
But yeah, I mean, Ruthless, they're sort of bunching up towards the B side here. They're not really going for a pushy, though. I wonder if they know if Rain is on an eco buy or not. They probably don't expect them to be on one, because I feel like they probably would have already pushed in by now. Faultless, he's looking to see if he can get some damage. Oh, but he's going to be peeking out a little too much, and that is going to be his death. Ruthless opening up with 2 picks on A and B. Oh, but Fallen Knight gets a 1-tap on the GTA, and that's going to be the first pick for Rain this round. And Gainsey gets another one with the Deagle as well. They've pushed up towards A. And now Rain has the information that Ruthless isn't there. I mean, this could be looking good for Rain. I mean, they have the TRG here. He could try to do some damage on these B players. He's going to get a tag on the wreck. And I mean, Gainsey has the rifle. Fallen Knight manages to confirm the kill after he got tagged by the TRG. And Gainsey pushing in through the smoke. He gets the damage north. And Fallen Knight gets the headshot with the Deagle, and Rain, they just close off that Eagle round. What a huge round from them. They just, wow, I would definitely say that they played that right. I mean, they pushed up, they got the information they needed, and they managed to make it 9-7, and they won an eco. That's definitely not what Ruthless needed right now.
No, it definitely isn't what they needed. They brought it back just within one. Team Rain winning that and going ahead, getting a little extra cash here to now work with, and taking their lead back up by 2. So close for them, but now it just seems even farther away.
Ooh, what a dirty angle from Fallen Knight. He gets a pick onto the tunnels player. I don't think I've ever seen that angle before. I'm not sure how he got that pick, but Ruthless responds with a pick on elbow, and Bagishas comes in, he gets that 2-piece on the elbow players, and he's gonna help refrag his teammate that peeked it, and now Ruthless already down to the last player, Baines. In a 1v3 scenario, he does some damage eventually, but he can't manage to find the kill. And Rain, they're sort of starting to switch it up. They're playing a bit like how Ruthless was last game. They're playing aggressive some rounds, they're playing passive some rounds, and they're sort of keeping Ruthless guessing. I think they're adapting well to how they played last game.
Keeping enough space between them and Ruthless, though. 10-7 here. They've crossed that double-digit mark. Ruthless now down 3. Fallen Knight peeking around the corner here with the ratio in hand. Flash just for a little second. Misses that flick.
Everyone is bunched up towards belong for the eco round, and Ruthless is gonna get shut down super quickly. Wreck last alive, but he's gonna get taken out by that jump peak. And Rain, 11-7, it's looking like they're probably gonna close out this map. I mean, Ruthless, they will be able to buy now, but the money just isn't there for them. They don't have the utility. Most importantly, they don't have the smokes, and that's really what they need right now, because they're just getting destroyed in these long-range gunfights, and they need some way to counter them, and they can't afford to. No.
Yeah, you can't have any more mistakes at this point. 11-7, if you're going to start working on the comeback now, you don't want them to get to match point. You want to go have at least one mess up. And like I said, they got enough cash here to buy. They have to win this. Really, they really do. If not, it's going to be all she wrote here for Team Rain. It's already looking like it's going to be going towards Team Rain. Gainsey coming up with a kill there.
They got the bomb dropped in elbow. Fallen Knight missing that shot with the ratio. He's gonna be backing up towards side here, taking an aggressive peek. Okay, Ruthless, they just get shut down that round by the aggressive push on Rain. They're playing way too aggressive now. I think Ruthless really needs to sort of chill out here. And especially since they can't buy, I think they're just gonna hope, they're praying that Rain plays aggressive this round, because that is what they need to get some guns.
Yeah, but at this point, you're Team Rain, match point, you're on the coalition side. Why play aggressive? Just let the breach come to you. There's no point to.
I mean, look at this. They've stacked all the way on B side, and they've left Flawless alone on A to hold it all down on his own. And he's gonna get spotted out there, pushing into elbow, and he's full flash, manages to get a pick, but he's gonna get traded out, and all 4 players of Ruthless are gonna be on site now. And Baines managed to get that pick on Agisha, and now it's a 3v3 scenario. They still haven't gotten the bomb plan down yet, though, but now Baines is gonna be planning. Gainsey coming in from behind on the flank. And the question is, does Ruthless expect him here? Fallen Knight coming in with a ratio, able to get that pick on the Baines. He's going to be jiggling now, but Brown going to take him out. It's down to a 2v2. But Gainsey is wrapped all the way around elbow, and I don't think Ruthless expects him here. And he's able to get that free pick onto the truck player, and now they've surrounded the last player alive. He's going to be by the box, and Gainsey with the 2-piece, closing it out, and that's going to be the game. Ruthless knocked out. It's going to be a 2-0 victory for Rain.
Well played there by Team Rain. 13-7 here on map number 2. 13-11 on map number 1. definitely went a little better for them here on map number 2. The Canals pick really came in clutch here for Team Rain. Ruthless came alive there after the flick coming onto the breach side. They were able to put a couple rounds on the board, but after that, they weren't able to get anything. After having won that pistol round, they had the cash advantage. They were able to hold it over Team Rain for a couple rounds. But after the what was it 9 to 8? No, 8 to 7 I think is what it was. Yeah, it was 8 to 7. Team Rain just went ahead and hit the accelerator and drove on through to the victory right there. 2-0 once again. Congratulations to Team Rain on winning their match here in the quarterfinals. We'll be moving on here to the semifinals to compete against, well, we'll see who that is later on. Chat, let us know down in the comment section down below if you thought that's how it was going to go. Did you see Team Rain winning like that, or was that a little bit of a surprise? Curious to see what your thoughts are on that. Team Rain once again advancing here to the semifinals. Well played there by them. Manthus, what are you thinking there?
And yeah, a great game to both teams. Obviously, Ruthless, they managed to make it really close on that first map. I really liked watching them almost come back on Plaza. They couldn't manage to do it. They couldn't quite do it, but obviously they made it close, and I always love to see a close game. But yeah, ultimately Rain ended up pulling through. I guess they were just a better team, have more experience, so there's not much you can do when it comes down to battling versus experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really what ultimately happened. Or they just had a little more experience here overall, a little more experience on this map. There were just a couple mistakes that you saw Ruthless make, just some positioning errors and maybe just some gunfights that not as experienced in certain gunfights they lost, and if they had won, it could have been a totally different outcome. It just maybe they needed some G Fuel. That could have been the case. The Ruthless Gaming just needed a little bit of G Fuel. They could easily pick that up by using code Esports Mobile to save 30% off their entire purchase at checkout right now. That code is Esports Mobile to receive 30% off anything on at gfuel.com. Go ahead, add what you want, whether it's a shaker, a tub, maybe it's a couple tubs, multiple tubs, or you just want to go with some variety packs. Whatever the case may be, code Esports Mobile as you covered at checkout for 30% off your entire purchase. Not only get the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. Alrighty. Chat, that is all we got for you today here. This series is over. Stay tuned for more matches here from the Embers of Victory tournament coming up here. Subscribe if you're new around here. Make sure you ring that notification bell. And while you're playing around there in the down thingy down below, don't forget to follow us on social media. Like us on Facebook. You know the drill. Stay down there. I think Twitter's probably, or Discord is the best place to get notified when we do go live. Sometimes YouTube notifies you, sometimes YouTube doesn't notify you. So if you definitely want those notifications, Discord or Twitter is the best place to be at. With all of that being said, Manthus, you got anything else you want to go ahead and go over before we head out?
Just great games to both teams. I'm always happy to cast a good match, and that was definitely a really good and entertaining match.
Yes, indeed. Chat, thank you again for hanging out with us, and we will see you next weekend here on the Mobile Esports channel for the semifinals matches between some teams here in the Embers of Victory Season 2. We'll see you next week. Peace.